Okay, we're ready to start our first tutorial about using Premiere. And what we're going to talk about first is preparation for editing a new project. One of the least interesting but probably most helpful things you can do to get ready for your data management is to have your folders set up before you even open Premiere. So I'm looking at my hard drive. Here is a bunch of stuff, a bunch of projects, and I'm looking for MCC, I think it's Moving Image Lab Spring 2020. Okay, so I'm going to open that. And you'll notice that I've already got all the folders that I need to have for my different projects. The continuity project, you'll notice I numbered it number 1. If you don't number your projects, then they'll just go in alphabetical order, and I just think it's, for me, it's just easier to have it be in the order that I need them. I don't know, just it's up to you. But I've got my continuity project for spring 2020 in my Moving Image Lab spring 2020 class. And when I twirl down or just open this, I have my familiar folders that you'll probably need for most of your projects. You've got audio, compile. Compile is the finished QuickTime or MPEG, whatever it is you end up exporting of the project that you'll need to upload eventually. Any graphics that you might get from somewhere else, you may not need that too much until we get to the slideshow. Music, if necessary, your project folder. Project folder is where you're going to save the Premiere files that are the render files. Those are important. And the video. Okay, so I have filled this up with some stock footage that I downloaded off of a website called Videvo, just to use as practice. All right, so that's how that's going to look. Now I'm ready to open Premiere because I've got all my, it's almost like having a dresser and all the drawers are ready to put your assets or your clothes or your footage in. All right, so let's open Premiere, the moment we've all been waiting for. And this is, we haven't done anything with it yet, so it's a new project. I like to title my projects the same thing as I titled the folder. So I'm going to, and I like to use all caps, it's up to you. Continuity, Spring 2020. All right, and location is the next thing that you need to set. Location is where the render files are going to go, or all the records of the edits that you've done, and you need them to be probably in a place where the computer can always easily find them. If you take your hard drive from place to place, you're still going to have those render files in the project folder with the rest of the project rather than on your hard drive. So I'm going to browse. All right, see, this is where it wants to put my project files in, you know, documents, I think. Okay, so we don't want them to be there. Let's find my hard drive and Moving Image Lab Spring 2020 and continuity. This is where we want them. It's with all the other assets that you need for the project. So we're going to choose that. From then on, it should always choose those that folder to save things in. All right, the rest of this stuff we don't need to worry about right now. We'll just hit OK. Ta-da! All right, here we are in our brand spanking new Premiere Pro project. Okay, we're going to do this as a separate tutorial, but I'll just tell you, like, what you're noticing here are that there are panels. These panels are kind of adjustable. kind of fun to, it just depends like how big you want this. Here's your tools. This is my media browser over here. And this is going to show me like where my hard drive is. We also have, just so you know, for the future, workspaces right up here. So you go to Window, Workspaces. I have this set for editing, but you could set it for different, the panel size and some of the effects are going to show more like, say, if we did graphics. We'll just see how that looks. Yeah. Okay, so it just changes to the tools that you'll probably need more when doing graphics. That's just an example. All right, so I like to keep it in editing. All right, and that's how we're set up now, ready to import the footage. That will be my next tutorial.